Let me see right now. Let me see if it's still working. I think now it's working, yeah. I apologize. I think the mic actually was kind of too far, so it was on my left, so my bad. But now I think it's fixed. So right now, I think you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me speaking. So thank you, Baro. That was very nice of you. Like my mic was actually not connected, so now it's good. All right, good to go, yeah. So exactly, so again, Welcome to another stream of what Grant is trading today. And today I have a couple of tickers that I think is going to be very interesting. And I would also like to see what you guys are interested. And there are a lot of turmoil going on recently. We have some good news, we have some bad news. So I think that's where the state is right now. But regardless, now the first one actually I want to talk about is Ford. So Ford, I'm gonna show you guys the ticker later, okay? And yeah, hey guys, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I had a tiny mic malfunction. Now it's fixed. Great. And thanks to Baro, he was like, your microphone is mute. Yeah, now it's fixed. Yeah, so all right, so anyway, so Ford, they reported a surprise profit for the second quarter and raised earnings and cash flow guidance for the full year despite the global chip shortage. I'm sure you guys heard that. So this is very surprising, and as you can, let me switch to chart. Let me show you guys a little bit more of what Ford is doing. Well, if we look at the daily view right here, it's doing pretty well. You see that? We had a dip right here last year, and it was struggling. It was trading around $4, so it was really sad for Ford. And whoever bought this dip, good, kudos to them. And now it's trading around $13.86. And let's look at the pre-market. This is sweet. Look at it. This surprise profit for the second quarter, and they raised their earnings and cash flow guidance for the full year. So despite, remember, we have a chip shortage, but people love good news. Look at this. This is the price it closed yesterday. It closed around $13.86, and now it's trading at $14.55. And how much is that? Let's take a short look. Let's take a quick look. That's almost like 4.7%. I think that's beautiful, especially for a name like Ford. This is great news, and it's one of those companies that I think they know what they're doing, and I'm very optimistic about it. 400% versus COVID-19 low, pretty insane. It is. I agree with you. Yeah, it is pretty insane right there, definitely. All right, so this is Ford. I think, I am going to keep a close eye on this one, because I think today is going to be very volatile. As you guys know that I am a trader, and I trade short term, I do swing trades, and I also invest for long term. But today, I think it's going to be very volatile for Ford. And as a trader, we seek for volatility. So that's what I'm going to keep a close eye on, this Ford thing. So anyways, and now if you guys are wondering how I'm going to trade this one, definitely I think you can see right here, this chart right here. Right here, you see we're consolidating, up around this $14.35 area, consolidating pre-market, nice uptrend right there, and it made a new high, and now it's kind of like fighting around this area, but I'm not going to be trading around this area, and I think this area is where I feel more comfortable. But of course, that also depends on the volume for the first 3 or 4 minutes. Usually, I don't put my order before the market open, I let that crazy volatility, let it like, swing, let it confirm its direction. That's how I play a little bit safer than some of these traders. And sometimes, I do take a punt, but I don't punt all the time, So yeah, exactly. That's like, hey, Rapunzel, and why very volatile today? What's some good profit taking and a stop loss for the day trade today? Yeah, that's very interesting. That's what I'm going to explain. First of all, the reason it's volatile because they reported a very surprise profit for their second quarter, and they raised earnings and cash flow guidance for the whole year. And we know that we have like a chip shortage right now, but they still did that. So people are very when companies they do that, they have their reasons. They don't just like put a number, put their earnings, guidance for something like this out of no reason. So investors and the traders, well, investors they are very interested. They want to know more about this. But I guess they are very very they're very optimistic about it. All right. So now let me see what's up. All right. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Good. Yeah. So that's why. And the borrow is asking, what are some of the stop loss? Well, here we go. Stop loss is one of the things that I am very proud of myself doing it all the time. I always have a stop loss. And yesterday, allow me to digress. I'm sorry, but since borrow is asking stop loss, I would like to show you guys what I did yesterday. Actually, I'm going to make another video this Friday on my trades this week, and I'm going to show you. Yesterday, this was Apple right here. Okay, you can see Apple. Apple had a very very good earning yesterday, and it was beautiful. Their statement was like absolutely beautiful. But because SPY, because the bigger picture was going down, so Apple was trading down, and I shorted Apple. As you can see, the picture right here, not a good day to short, not a very good day to short, right? So here you go. So yesterday I shorted Apple right here. So my stop loss actually was, I shorted pretty late, and it was right here, and I shorted this part, and obviously you can see that it was not going my way, but my stop was right here. Then I got myself out. This is my stop loss. This is my stop loss. Yeah. My stop loss, it was right here, around this area. I think it was around here, either here or here, because I was looking at a 30-second time frame, somewhere around here. This is 1 minute, because I trade on interactive brokers, but this is a Webull, so it's a little bit different. But somewhere around here, but I was looking at Apple. It wasn't going my way. But look at SPY. While I was looking at Apple, I was watching SPY very, very closely. Look at what SPY was doing. So despite the good numbers that Apple gave, SPY was not doing well. So right here, I did not have any confidence. So because of this and all of that, and I took myself out. I thought it was a bad day to short Apple. So that's sometimes how I do my stop loss. Usually I give myself a little bit rope, and if it hits there, I just let it hit. I get out. I do not linger. I do not stay in my trade for too long. Yeah, sometimes, well, it is a double-edged sword. Sometimes I do. For example, one of my NVDA trades that I did, check out one of my videos, NVDA, because I was a little bit paranoid, if you want to put it that way, I did not earn as much as I could have. But a lot of times, for example, like, yesterday, Apple, I dodged a bullet, obviously, right there. So that sometimes I take myself out, or I always have a trailing loss. And now let's go back to Ford. And excuse me, let's look at Ford right now. Here you go, Ford, Ford Motor. So today, this is obviously today, I am not going short. I don't see myself going short unless if I see a consistent volume and the sellers, they came in. But even if I short, my stop would be really tight. Here we go. Okay, let's say this is my plan, how I'm going to trade Ford today. Here we go. Let's say if Ford goes above $14.50 right here, this new high, if it goes above that, I am not going short. I am not going short. But if it goes $14.56, but it kind of that if you have that trend reversal, if I see sellers, they came in, and if it hits around that, this like $14.38, I'm gonna take a look at it, because if it goes beyond $14.56, I think buyers, they stepped in, they came in, and that willingness of like buying is there. So I think I don't want to go short. And obviously, look at my 200 moving average right here. Why would you go short? Why would you go short on such? This is my 30-minute. This is my 30-minute time framer there. Sorry, 5-minute time framer there. You see right here? Even though this is 200 moving average right here, but remember I'm doing day trade, so I'm looking at my exponential moving average 9 and 21 right here. It's both of them for that short period of time. Here we go. 27th and the 28th right here. It's all uptrend. You know, we made another like high right here, but this is what I'm playing. I'm not going to go short because that the uptrend is very strong. Like, you know, like I said, like everybody says this, when you are investing, do not go against the trend. Don't put yourself in front of the train, all right? And trend is a friend. That's that. So obviously that's my plan, and obviously I want to go long for this position. I want to go long for sure. And if it breaks that $14.56. Like I said, I'm gonna wait for 2 or 3 minutes, usually 4 minutes. But let's say the first candle, the volume is usually really high, right? So I don't really look at that one. But the second volume, and the third, the fourth one, I'm gonna look at the volume. If it keeps on going up, if it makes that higher and higher volume, definitely it means like buyers, they're coming in, and they want it. So definitely I would go long. But if I go short, I would have a very tight stop. Very tight stop. If I go short, obviously my stop right here would be a little bit above that. I would give myself maybe a little bit more right here. You see that? I don't want. Don't give yourself your trailing stop or your stop loss right on the high. Give yourself a little bit more rope. I would give myself a little bit higher right here, because sometimes you have like a false signal, and it happens all the time. So don't put your stop loss right here. Give yourself a little bit more room. And if you don't feel comfortable about giving yourself a little bit more rope, smaller size. If you have a smaller size, you can give yourself more room. And that's definitely, if I go short, my stop would be around $14.61 or 62 cents. Why 61? Because psychological level 40, 60, sometimes that tens, that hundreds, that integer thing right here is decimal, I know, but like 60, 61, 62 cents. That's what I would do. And that would be my, if I go short, that would be my trailing stop right there. And we'll have to see. All right, so all right, now let's see Rapunzel. Let me see, we have somebody, SPY and NASDAQ support a day trade, some blue chips. Some blue chips, that's very interesting. Definitely, SPY and the NASDAQ, they are, definitely. I always watch these very important, or even Dow Jones. Definitely watch these important indices. They are very important, of course. If the trend, if SPY is going down, you see that yesterday. If SPY is going down, Apple later rallied, obviously. You know, so but investors and the traders, they were smart. They were waiting for that SPY thing. It was kind of like going down. So people, you know, obviously if SPY is going down, not always, but sometimes. But yesterday that was the case. That Apple is not rallying. So that's the reason. Definitely Nasdaq as well, of course. You know, yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, hey Rapunzel, hey, how are you doing? Yes. Yes, you want to know 3 blue chips, EPD, MCF, BTI. Yeah, it's kind of really, really interesting. I think these 3 blue chips, they are undervalued. If MFC, I think they're doing insurances, right? Let me just, I want to make sure that I'm getting you correct. I think these, yeah, they are all like 3 undervalued, high yield blue chips and like undervalued stocks, and people think they are about to rip, they're about to go, and wow, so EPD is offering safest 7.7% yield. Wow, that's awesome. Excuse me. And MFC is one of the best insurance companies you've never heard of. Exactly, I've heard of MFC. But of course it's not like, you know, farmers insurance and anything like that. And BTI, anti-bubble global. All right, we can look at these. Definitely, I mean, if it's undervalued, it definitely means it's very interesting to buy. But let me look at let's look at it, because I know MFC. Let's look at MFC first. All right, if we have time, I will check out the other 2. But let's look at MFC first. And let's see. Oh, this is interesting. And I assume, Rapunzel, I'm not sure if you are asking for long-term holding. I think if you're asking for blue chips, I assume that you're wondering if you has value for you to invest for a longer time frame. I think that's what you're asking, right? Unless I'm wrong, let me know if you're day trading or swing trading these are undervalued. Obviously, right here, you see that it's trading below that moving average. Let's look at if you're looking at definitely if I'm looking at this. If I'm looking at a long-term investments, I would not be looking at my shorter, my exponential moving averages. They would be kind of pointless. I would look at something a little bit longer. And right here, it's wow, that's right here. I think it's a good time to buy. Yeah, if the numbers check out, and and they have very high yield. So it's good if you want to hold this for months or even years. So right now, it's sitting on that support, and you can see you try to break that support of like 200 moving average. You know, go watch one of my moving averages videos. Oh, I think I haven't put it out yet, but it's gonna come out very soon. How to use moving averages, different types of moving averages, and a different time frame of moving averages. I did a video, but I haven't put it out yet. So definitely, Rapunzel, watch that video. Why I think this is good time to get in. Just because of this one. First of all, you know, that is high yield. So if you're holding this, the return is coming. You get that high yield return, and right now it's sitting. So you are not buying. You're not buying at a higher price. Right now it's sitting at this very comfortable level. And it tried this. By the way, this is my day view. Okay, this is like a 1 day time frame, and it broke that, but the trend didn't change. Is it possible for this to go lower? Of course, it's always possible. It's always possible to go lower. But let me look at 50. Okay, let me look at 50 time frame. Yeah, right there. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. So the direction, it is a little bit confusing for sure. Yeah. So I would watch out. This Rapunzel. This is what I would watch out. Okay, Rapunzel. Yes, long-term investing. I didn't know this can be day trade. Of course, you can day trade. Usually, when we day trade stocks that's more volatile, and they have like some like, you know, some news. There's always a catalyst, like, you know, something that drives the market. You know, and you know, trades market. a lot of times we trade on emotions. A lot of times. That's why you see that when stocks, not always, okay, guys. When you see stocks when they rally steady, like steadily, so slowly. But when they plummet, it's really fast because of that emotion right there. Because of that, people when they think they're losing, everybody wants to get out. So that's that. So now Rapunzel. Just again, so, okay, I think right now it's still okay, but I'm going to explain in my video. You have to watch that video. This is my 50 moving average right here, right? So if for the next few days or weeks or months, I'm not sure when this is going to happen, but if that 50 moving average is going to cross this 200 moving average, you have to be a little bit more careful. Because we have this, sometimes we call that the death cross, the golden cross and a death cross. So for long term, I have to look at 50 and 200, and if they cross, so you have to be careful. So what I would do right now is that I would not put my full position. What is a full position? That means, let's say, Rapunzel, you want to invest $10,000. I would not put $10,000 in it. Something like this. It's kind of uncertain right there, right? I would put 20,000. If you are even more unsure, you can put like 10,000. Do it 10 times for the next 10 weeks, and every week you buy a little bit of more, but you can do 2,000, and if you feel more confident, you can do 5,000. So it really depends. So this is my concern right here, that the 50 moving average is going to cross the 200 moving average for the long term, and this is my daily view, okay, on a daily time frame. That's what I'm worried. That's that one. Now let's look at something else. I should do a live on energy stocks. Cocky, I think you are right. Yeah, energy stocks. Well, the thing is that, to be honest with you, I haven't looked at or haven't traded energy stocks for a long while. Definitely, I need to catch up on that. Yeah, sorry, and I can't really comment too much about something that I'm not looking at. So next time, Cocky, and I will make sure that I read more about it, and I will give you more informative opinion, more educated opinion. But now I can really look at it. MFC is on my watch list. Good for you. Okay, Lucid Motor, I believe. The Great Gatsby. Lucid, 102. Yeah, so Rapunzel, exactly. Yeah, you wanna average down, basically, because you don't know where it goes, but you can buy it every month, every 2 weeks, something like that, just to make sure that you don't lose all of your money on one position. It's a little bit safer, just because of this. Obviously, if the graph says, for example, if it's right here, if it's something right here, you can see this is very obvious right there, right? And if you were asking me about this stock last year around December, you see that my 50 moving average, it's still going up. The prices, they're trading above the 50 and 200. Obviously, it's an uptrend. It's a very solid uptrend. You see how beautiful this is? You see the golden cross that I talked about before? This is the golden cross, and you buy right here. You buy right here. You buy right here. You see that dip right here. But like I said, they are lagging indicators. So maybe you won't buy right here, but you can buy right here or even right here. It's not bad. So you would capture all of that profit, and now you're giving back a little bit. So now, people, is it possible to become a downtrend? It's possible. So Rapunzel, so be careful. But for long term, if it's something is cheap and good, yeah, invest. Now Lucid. Okay. Now let's go to somebody else's. LCID. Yeah, this one. This is very hot. This is something very interesting. Lucid Motors. And here we go. Yeah, this one. And Let me see. The Great Gatsby. This one is definitely a day trading stock right here. It's not looking pretty for the last few days. Okay, for the last week, whoa, Jesus, a couple of days ago. Wow, that's beautiful right there. Whoa, yeah, this is very interesting. Look at this volatility right here. All right, so that, well, again, this is because last time I was talking about, like, you know, the faster, you know, EMA. Right now, if I'm looking at these as slower, 50 golden cross, buy, bam, but it's lagging, so, you know, we never know. Like and this one right here, sell, right here. Now this one, you know, the faster one is going below, so kind of interesting, very interesting. Let me look at the Bollinger Bands right here, the RSI. Yeah, this is my. One second, let me analyze this a little bit more. Okay, so let me see this a little bit more. Let me see. Obviously, if it's for day trading, it's not going to go that far back. But I still want to see the level right there. Let me see. Let me look at the pre-market. Okay, very interesting. Excuse me. All right, now let me see. Okay, it's trading, it's grinding higher. Definitely, yeah. This is something you know, the reason I was looking at RSI, you saw that I was clicking my RSI, is that I want to do a reversal trade. I would not go short anymore on this. I don't feel comfortable on shorting. And, you know, pre-market confirmed what I was thinking. Okay, before, let me tell you what I was thinking. And that's the reason right there. Okay, before I was looking at my RSI, obviously, and I had my good reasons. I want to go long, and I will show you. And that's how you use RSI as well. And I will be using another. I'll be doing another video to talk about how to use RSI in the future, and a MACD as well. Okay, so this is my thought right here, and especially for this right here. You know, I see this level right here. And this, you know, this is another level. Couple of days ago, July 23rd, right there. This level right here and this level right here is kind of like far back. I know that, but it had this surge. So, and Lucid, obviously Lucid Motors. I think people like this name. They think it's and some analysts, they hope that. Lucid, they can dethrone Tesla. Some analysts, some people, they really think that, and I think that's a good thing. The thing about, you know, Tesla, is it a monopoly? I don't think so. But I do believe this, that I think if we have more competitors in the same market, it's going to benefit the mass. It's going to benefit us, common people, common folks. They're going to compete, and they're going to compete with price, with quality, all of that. So I think Lucid, when Lucid comes in, good for the market. When I say market, that's us. Good for common folks. You know, now you want to have a electric car. You don't have to just to think about Tesla anymore. You can think about other names. That's why that's why people they hope that Lucid they can dethrone Tesla, you know, all of that. So it's good. So I'm very very happy that Lucid is doing what they're doing. So right here, this level right here, and I think that's something very interesting right here. This is the key level right there, around right here, $23.80 or 90 cents. I think that's a good level. And the next level would be right here. It's kind of the next level. You see kind of right here. If I put the horizontal line right there, right here is a very strong level because some, you know, there are buyers stepped in on July 23rd. Here again. Don't mind this long wick right here, and you have this acts as a resistance right there. It becomes a support, but right here is another key level. But I'm looking at this one for now. this is something I'm looking at, which is right on where. Can it break down more? Yes, it's possible. That's why, but I would not go. The reason I do not want to go short is that the potential to short and to go against something like this, right? The risk reward ratio is not really high. So, and like I said, this is another key level, but I have to compete against. So right here, I have how much do I have right here? I have from this level. Hold on, excuse me. Let me get my. I don't want a horizontal. I want a trend line. Excuse me. From here all the way. That's like a 2%, 3%. That's like a 3% move, and you are going to compete with this 20% move. Which one do you like? 3% move or 20% move? Or, okay, let me be a little bit more conservative right there, right? Let's say the first resistance is going to be right here. If I want to say it's going to be right here, that's the first resistance. Okay, let me clear everything. So you see right here from this point, horizontal line from this one to this one. If you want to go lower, it's right here, but I don't think so. I want to go this one to this one right here, this resistance right there. The key level, I don't want to say it's a resistance. It's not very clear resistance. Sorry. I don't want to I don't want to say it's a clear support. I want to say it's a key level right here. And right here, there's another key level. This one definitely a resistance right here. You can see that it tested once, twice, thrice, 4 times, 5.5, 6 times. You tested around that 26 level. So again, would you rather capture that 3% move or this beautiful 9% move? Of course, that 9% move. And that's why when I see this graph, I would want to do a reversal trade. And plus, I think the sellers, a lot of day traders were here. People they got in, on the hot topic. It's very hot. They capture their profit, and these people they kind of like took their profit and left. And now if investors they come in, and now I think it's a good time to get in. So I was looking at RSI right here, or MACD if you want to say. Okay, RSI definitely now it's trading around. Let me see. 10 right here. So of course, this is one of the things that when the RSI now is trading below 10, but when it reverses back and it trading around with the RSI level right here, it goes below the 30 level. Now it's trading around 10, and after it goes back above 30 RSI, and that would be a good indication to go long. Not always true. That's why I'm gonna look at my EMA later, and I'm gonna see the volume is good, and I'm going to go long. So first of all, I won't go long until the RSI level breaks 30. That's how I'm going to approach this trade. Yeah. Excuse me, I kind of I ate something, so yeah. I'm sorry. So that's that. All right, interesting. So hopefully that you understand what I just explained. I think I was pretty clear. So if you have questions, let me know. And now somebody wants to know. Let me see. Oh, I'm sorry. You guys have a lot of questions. Yeah, sometimes I go like a very detailed because I really want you guys to understand that. I always say that I trade always have a reason. You have to have a reason. Do not go blindly. Just go in and say, okay, I want to go long. I want to go short. What's the reason? Why? And every time I go in, I go long or I go short, I have a reason, right? I have a reason. Because why? Go short, 3%. Go long, 9%. Key levels, 3%, 6%. The key levels for long, 9%. I want to go long. I think the steam's running out, all of that. And right here, RSI trading below 10. And when it goes back above 30, go long. That's that. Pfizer, Boeing, Tesla, Space. Yes, these are all very interesting stocks. But unfortunately, I can only choose one. So I'm going to choose Tesla. I'm sorry, because I'm talking about Lucid right here. So actually I haven't looked at Tesla for a while. And I'm gonna tell you why I don't like to day trade Tesla. Yeah, I'm gonna show you why. But Baro is asking what would be good enough volatility for day trading, 10%. You know, Baro, what would be a good volatility? What I think a good volatility is not really, it's not really like 10% or 5%. You really depend, because the price of a stock, let's say if it's $1, if it goes to $2, like 100%. So it's really, but for Apple, if it's $140 goes to 150, that's pretty volatile for something like Apple. So what I think is volatile would be, I would look at the volume and I compare this. Okay, so basically this is what I think would be volatile. Here, you look at this volume right here. For the past few days, you look at the volume right there. Nothing. You see that? Nothing, 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 very low. This is on 5-minute time interval right there. Look at this one. The volume picked up. It's considerably higher than the previous volume. And I think now this stock on these days, they are considered volatile. And these right here, volume right there, they are very volatile. So that's what I think the volatility is, because it's a very volatile. Some stocks, they're very volatile on certain days. Like, you know, one of the stocks I traded, OSAT, remember? It was a very boring stock for a long time, but for a few days, it became very popular. It's like, whoa, people are trading it. Same thing, like, you know, AMC, GameStop. Who cares about AMC, like, you know, a few years ago? Then people started talking about it. Then it became volatile because of volume. Like, you know, a lot of buyers, a lot of sellers, and that's volatile. Yeah. So now, the last one I'm going to look at is I'm going to look at a Tesla. All right, so let's look at Tesla right now. The reason I don't like to trade Tesla, one of the main reasons is the spread. For me, Tesla, the spread is too wide. So when I go in, I lose money already. That's why I don't like day trading Tesla. But is it a good company? I think so. You know, Elon Musk is a very interesting guy, and this guy's tweets, they're very impactful. I'm not sure if you agree with me, so that's what I think. You know, so right here, Tesla. I'm not sure if you know. Okay, so I'm just gonna look at, you know, day trading for Tesla. Like I said, I don't really like day trading Tesla. Now I think it's trading higher, obviously, and to be honest with you, right now, it's not very interesting. It's not very interesting because I made a new high, but it's not sticking around this area. I'm kind of trading low, kind of trading back to its previous close. So it's kind of boring right here. But if I'm looking at long term, I think it's kind of like long term. It's still trading this like a range right here. What I'm talking about, the range. Let me show you this channel right here. My trend channel right here. Let's look at this one right there. Yeah, it's trading this like channel right here. So you can see that this one kind of acting as resistance. This one acting as a support. Not exactly, you know, I can do a little bit better job if I draw right here. We have like an uptrend right here. This channel right here, kind of consolidating right here. So let's go right here. Yeah, right there, kind of right there. This channel right here, it was trading horizontally, sideways. Now you had a like, you know, it traded higher, but now it's trading down. So where is it going? I'm not really sure. And but I would not go long yet. I still want to wait. The next level that I think it's interesting to go long would be this level right here. For me, I think this level is the next key level for me. Somewhere around here. somewhere around there. That's another key level for me here, right here. If it breaks that key level right here, and I would be more interested to see that if Tesla wants to go back. But right now, it's not very interesting to me. For now, yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so that's that. All right, guys, I haven't done my live trading for a while. But I think eventually I'll go back. But right now, the reason I stopped before the market is that I still want to trade the market. I want to concentrate more. So because that's when I do better. You know, I want to concentrate. But sometimes I have to answer your questions. I did it once and I didn't do very well on space. You know, it was a hit, so I didn't really like it. So I still want to practice a little bit more so I can trade live and talk to you guys at the same time. So that's pretty much it. And let me see. Are you also looking at any IPOs? Yes, of course. IPOs, they are very interesting. Remember, I talked about like DD IPOs and stuff like that. Yeah, that DD. Yeah, I was very hyped. You guys, if you guys watched my live stream on DD, I was super excited. I was psyched. But it's very disappointing. And I'm holding DD long, and I bought DD around $12. And I bought a little bit, and I bought a little bit more, around $7 and some change. My average price is around like $9, and now it's trading around $8. I think I'm losing a little bit of money, but I'm okay. And I still like the name. I like the business model I explained last time. I'm holding for long. And Rapunzel, DD, you see that? You know, I buy them because I know the Chinese government is cracking down on these big companies. So I didn't put all of my position on one trade. So right here. Let me see. Yeah, so that's IPO. And are you 99% based on technical? No. News, they're important, definitely. For example, like yesterday I was trading Apple, right? Definitely news. You see that? Apple had very good results, but I still went short. But how do I know that to be careful on shorting Apple is that I know that Apple had a very good result. So that's why, and I'm trading on technical, but I know that Apple had good results. So all the news and all the numbers, it helped me, so I didn't lose money. I made money on shorting Apple yesterday. I'm very proud of that. It was a very good trade. I got my direction wrong, but it was a very good trade because I had my tight stop. And that's that. All right, guys. I love you guys. You know, I love you guys. You guys are you guys are great. You know, great crowd. You know, asking the right questions and very interesting. And you guys are very encouraging. And thank you for coming. And I'm going to see you guys next Thursday. Okay. So eventually, I think I'm going to be live streaming a little bit more because just because you guys are amazing. So so that's it. Okay. And this is Grant. Trade and invest responsibly. See you next time.